Welcome to the Bitcoin.com weekly news show. My name is Corbin Fraser, and I'm going to be presenting to you the weekly news of Bitcoin and Bitcoin Cash. So this week we're going to cover off a few topics, including YouTube, which banned our account, and as you can see, we are back. Estonia revoked 500 crypto firms' licenses after $220 billion money laundering scandal. JPMorgan states Bitcoin market structure is more resilient than currencies, equities, treasuries, and gold. Wirecard, a crypto debit card provider, is missing a whopping $2.1 billion in cash. A SpaceX Bitcoin scam featuring Bitcoin giveaway and Elon Musk has been recurring around the YouTubes. And an update from last week's news story on the strange Ether transactions that amounted to a total of $5.2 million in fees. We'll give you guys an update on that. We've also got a Canadian regulator unveils the truth behind collapsed crypto exchange Quadrigacx. And that's going to cover us off from the whole week. So as you can see, I'm back. We're still dealing with a little bit of remote work here. We've got a few people still kind of spread out due to the virus. YouTube, as you can see, has finally reinstated our account. So let's get to the first news topic, which is the YouTube one. So YouTube, which banned our account, as you can see, we are back. One reason you may not have seen our last video was because our YouTube actually banned the official Bitcoin.com video channel. And the reason they gave was a violation of YouTube's terms of service. And that led some of us to kind of wonder what's going on, and some screenshots are being shared around. For those of you who don't know, YouTube has been censoring and banning a number of cryptocurrency content creators over the past 12 months. This includes some other high-producing content creators that you probably subscribe to as well, including, I believe, Elon on Tech was briefly banned. I think several other big names as well. There's also been reports of YouTube censoring information about the recent riots in America as well as the COVID-19 outbreak. And on June 15th, YouTube reinstated our account, fortunately, explaining that our channel is not in violation of YouTube's terms of service. So one day we are and one day we're not. We're not really sure what's going on. But it's great that YouTube has reinstated our account, and unfortunate that a lot of other content creators have to deal with this. So for that reason, we're currently looking for some other platforms to share our content on, and if you have any suggestions, please make sure to leave them in the comments. Hopefully we don't have to deal with this moving forward, but it's YouTube, and they've kind of got a tendency for this thing, so we'll see how things go. If you are paranoid of YouTube and don't want to miss any episodes, be sure to check out our account on Library, or LBRY, I believe is the token. It's a decentralized video sharing platform similar to YouTube. Go check us out there. And of course, if you're on YouTube, of course, be sure to subscribe and hit the like button if you can. So next up on our stories, we've got Estonia, which revokes 500 crypto firms' licenses after a $220 billion money laundering scandal. So Estonia, they've canceled all of these 500 cryptocurrency firms' licenses, about 30% of the grand total, as part of a big crackdown on the illicit financial flows following a $220 billion money laundering scandal involving Danske Bank. Regulators are concerned that Bitcoin exchanges and other cryptocurrencies might be liable to using their platforms to facilitate illegal transfers, Bloomberg reported. Mattis Raymond, who heads the Estonian Financial Intelligence Unit, indicated that the clampdown was a preemptive strike aimed at cleaning up the crypto industry. He notes that the idea is not to cripple the sector, but rather tighten regulations to prevent risks associated with money laundering. The move comes after Danske Bank, Denmark's biggest lender, was accused of facilitating a big number, $223 billion of laundered money through a small Estonian branch. Now, Europe's biggest money laundering scandal has left a big piece of egg on the face of Estonian authorities, forcing them to turn attention to the crypto firms, and which obviously is a sector of considerable risk. Regulators have become strict, and in an effort to curtail international risks related to money laundering, this whole thing's gone down. The Estonian parliament recently passed a law that makes it difficult to obtain a crypto license. So cryptocurrency outfits registered in Estonia, while they also need to incorporate in the country or open an Estonian branch of a foreign firm. So you can read more about this story if you're into regulations and all that kind of funny stuff. Go check out news.bitcoin.com. You'll see the whole story there, and there's some quotes as well from some fancy people who are paid from tax dollars. Next off, we've got JPMorgan states Bitcoin market structure is more resilient than currencies, equities, treasuries, and gold. Now, strategists at JPMorgan are now saying that cryptocurrencies have longevity as an asset class, which, I mean, that's great to hear. In a new report entitled Cryptocurrency Takes Its First Stress Test, Digital Gold, Pyrite, or Something in Between, JPMorgan's strategists say Bitcoin is looking mostly positive. This means that they've come a long way in the recognition of Bitcoin, as it was only a few years ago that CEO Jamie Dimon was calling Bitcoin and cryptocurrency a fraud and stated that global governments would crush them. So now, as you can see, JPMorgan Chase is even providing banking services to Bitcoin exchanges such as Coinbase and Gemini. Big, strong about face, a pretty strong signal for the rest of the cryptocurrency industry that some of these big banks are really kind of eating a little crow and saying, hey, it's maybe time for us to check out this cryptocurrency Bitcoin stuff. You can, of course, read more about this story on news.bitcoin.com, and go check it out. Next up, we've got Wirecard. A crypto debit card provider is missing about $2.1 billion in cash. That is a lot of dollars. It's being reported that about 1.9 billion euros in cash is missing from one of the company's trust accounts, and the company is unable to explain these missing funds. Now, the company has commented saying that it appears a trustee account has provided fraudulent balance confirmations to make it seem that a cash balance actually existed. Now, Wirecard issues cards that support payment platforms such as Crypto.com as well as Wirex. I suspect that this may impact those services, but we'll have to see. In the past year, their stock price had reached a high of 159 euros, but it is currently trading around 25 euros. So get in on those Wall Street bets. Go read more about that one as well on news.bitcoin.com, and we'll probably have some updates on that one very soon. Next up, we've got the always fun updates on the latest Bitcoin scam going around the internet. This is a SpaceX Bitcoin scam, which features BTC giveaway, Elon Musk, and a NASA launch. So a SpaceX Bitcoin scam has frequently appeared on YouTube, claiming to give away BTC. Its promo video features recent SpaceX launch with two NASA astronauts. I believe that's Doug and Bob. Love you, Doug and Bob. Two NASA astronauts in an interview with SpaceX and Tesla CEO Elon Musk. Now, these scammers claim that anyone sending Bitcoin to them will be airdropped twice the amount sent. We've seen similar scams being done on other social media platforms as well. Now, a Bitcoin scam claiming that SpaceX and its CEO Elon Musk are giving away Bitcoin has been growing more common. These streams keep opening up. Videos advertising that SpaceX and Musk are giving away up to 5,000 BTC have repeatedly appeared all across YouTube, featuring the SpaceX logo, the May 30th launch, as well as collaboration between NASA and some other projects. So, of course, the historic launch marked the first human space mission from NASA's Kennedy Space Center at Cape Canaveral, Florida. Stayed up late watching that one. It was terrific. Doug and Bob, you guys are awesome up there in orbit. I hope you guys are doing great. But I hope you guys are also not participating in this scam. I guess just a reminder to all users, if the deal sounds too good to be true, it usually is. If you see a SpaceX BTC scam, please do your part for the community and report it. Hopefully YouTube will be more stringent with scammers and less stringent with content creators. I love you, YouTube. Okay, next off, we've got updates from last week's news story on the strange Ethereum transactions. Now, I believe last week, if you saw the video, you would have noticed I said a number that was significantly less. Since then, we've seen that number grow. So now we're at Ethereum's $5.2 million fee scandal explained. An exchange is being held to ransom by hackers. So what we've got is hackers are holding an unnamed crypto exchange ransom after an alleged cyber attack forced the Ethereum blockchain to facilitate two separate transactions at the cost of $5.2 million in fees, new information suggests. The hackers may have gained access to the exchange's funds but failed to transfer the money into their own wallets because of a security setting that demands multiple passwords to process this transaction. So, explaining the suspicious transaction, Vitalik Buterin tweeted on June 12th that hackers captured partial access to an exchange key. They can't withdraw, but they can send no-effect transactions with any gas price. So they threatened to burn all the funds via transaction fees unless compensated. In the last few days, 3 Ethereum transactions took place. A customer paid $2.6 million to send $134 worth of Ether. Focusing on the two $5.2 million transactions, Chinese crypto analytics firm PeckShield concludes that the extraordinary Ethereum transfer blunders are the result of gas price ransomware attacks. Researchers explained how the hackers gained access to the exchange's funds and servers through phishing, granting them permission to send money to the trusted wallet addresses under the platform's database, just not their own. So according to the report, the hackers still have access to 21,000 Ethereum. That if the exchange does not give a certain ransom through other means, the hackers will further spend the money. In another tweet, Vitalik Buterin offered a different explanation, and you'll have to go check that out. Read the news article at news.bitcoin.com. I'm sure we'll be seeing some more regular updates on this, as it seems like the entire fiasco hasn't been entirely resolved. For a little while, it sounded like this was just a bug, very expensive bug, and now it looks like it's a different type of bug, a little bit more scary one. Of course, this is just a reminder to all users of exchanges: don't leave your money on exchanges. That is not a good idea. Next off, Canadian regulator unveils the truth behind collapsed crypto exchange Quadrigacx. The Ontario Securities Commission has completed its investigation of what happened to the defunct cryptocurrency exchange Quadrigacx, which owes over 76,000 clients a combined $215 million worth of assets. Supposedly deceased, its founder Gerald Cotton was found to have committed a series of fraud, the regulators detailed. Quadrigacx fraud exchange owes 76,000 clients $215 million, and the Ontario Securities Commission has spent 10 months investigating what happened. So the regulators published a 33-page report on the findings on Thursday. The Canadian crypto exchange announced on January 14, 2019, that CEO Gerald Cotton had died while on honeymoon in India with his wife, Jennifer Robertson. Noting that over 76,000 clients were owed a combined $215 million in assets, the Ernst & Young bankruptcy trustee, that's a tough one, was able to recover or identify just $46 million in assets to pay out the clients. The OSC staff has been kind of operating and updating a lot of stuff related to this entire fiasco, so it's probably worth reading up more on this if you're interested in it. This is the downfall of the crypto asset trading platform Quadrigacx resulted from a fraud committed by a Quadrigacx co-founder and CEO Gerald Cotton. Seems like there's still a lot of stuff to be found out here, but I'm kind of curious to have an opportunity to read through this 33-page report and kind of find out what's going on. I believe there's also a lot of pleas from some of these affected clients of Quadrigacx to exhume the body of Gerald in India and find out if it's actually him. There's a lot of suspicion that maybe he did a sweet little exit scam, and I guess I just implore all other exchange owners, don't be a Gerald Cotton. Do the right thing and manage your assets safely. And if you use exchanges, if you're a trader, if you're a Bitcoin user, or if you just sometimes buy and sell using exchanges, do not leave your crypto on the exchange. Move it into a non-custodial wallet which you control. I, of course, recommend the Bitcoin.com wallet, which supports BTC, BCH, and SLP. We've got a lot of great updates coming to the Bitcoin.com wallet in the near future. You'll probably see some big news coming in the next week or two. We're really looking forward to making some more announcements there. Big shout out to the wallet team for working day and night trying to make the best Bitcoin.com wallet the best Bitcoin wallet there can be. And of course, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. We'd love to read some of the comments as well, so leave some of those. This is my second video back. I'm a little rusty, but getting into the swing of it, I guess. And congratulations to Bitcoin.com's Jason, who recently had his second child. So congratulations. I think that's it for me. Subscribe, hit the bell icon, leave a comment, download the Bitcoin.com wallet. That's all I got. Adios.